There's a wheel of AI evaluation problems, and most of them trace back to one law. This is HAI. Today, Part 1, Why Benchmarks Quietly Stop Working, and one real automated fix. Hi, I'm Shivpriya, and this video is about a real problem in AI evaluation. Benchmarks quietly stop measuring what they were built to measure. I'll walk through why that happens, and one real automated system built to fix it. Here's the core failure. Once a metric becomes the target teams optimize against, it stops measuring what it was designed to measure. Benchmark saturation makes it worse. Models get implicitly trained to exploit a test, set specific patterns, not the underlying capability. MMLU was designed as a hard, expert-level test. GPT-3 scored about 43%, nowhere near the 90% human expert baseline. By 2023, GPT-4 hit 86.4%. The benchmark stopped discriminating between systems in about 3 years. There's a quieter failure, too. LLMs don't break, they drift. Behavior changes gradually over time, so a metric well-calibrated at launch can silently stop tracking reality, even without anyone gaming the test. One real fix. Benchmark self-evolving. A fully automated multi-agent system that generates harder test cases from existing ones. The system runs on specialized GPT-4-powered agent roles. An instance Prefilter keeps only questions the base model, already answers correctly. You can't tell if a later failure comes from the evolution or a pre-existing gap. Then an instance creator generates the harder version. 6 reframing operations guide that step. One example, adding noise, inserting irrelevant or adversarial sentences into the context. It tests whether a correct answer was real reasoning or just a shortcut that only worked in a clean context. A separate verifier agent checks each new instance is valid before it enters the suite. The result? Most LLMs showed a performance decline against their original scores once evaluated under this harder version. The static numbers people were citing were partly an artifact of a stale test. One real limitation. This approach works through surface-level transformations, structural, semantic perturbations. It tests robustness, not the underlying task complexity. A good automated patch, not a permanent fix. The reusable shape here. A generator agent that creates new test cases, and a verifier agent that checks they are valid and non-trivial before they count. That pair is the core of nearly every automated eval-evolution system built so far. Goodhart's law explains why benchmarks rot. Generator-verifier pairs can now automate fresh test case creation. But this pattern only tests robustness, not deeper capability drift, and not whether the judge scoring it all is still trustworthy. Your turn, pick a benchmark or eval you rely on. Ask, could a model be exploiting its specific patterns rather than the real capability it claims to measure? That's the question a generator-verifier pair is built to catch. Why AI evaluation benchmarks stop working. Part 1. Shivpriya Mane, Humanitarians AI.